Plaintiff Jessica Bob says from the time she started dating the defendant, it was nothing but lies, and he even lied about being enrolled in school. Jessica claims when she was in the hospital giving birth to the defendant's daughter, he was out cheating, and she broke up with him a week later. Jessica's suing her ex-boyfriend for an unpaid loan and a bus ticket. Defendant Shane Costello admits he dropped out of school before he even got to high school, and he turned to the streets. Shane claims he's trying to turn his life around and says he had every intention of repaying Jessica for the loan until she started threatening and harassing him. He's countersuing for the harassment.
Start with you.
Okay, I just want to give you some background. Me and the defendant, we met in 2004, and right from the beginning, it started off with lies. He stated he was 17 and he was 15. I was 16 at the time. And also he had stated to me that he had played on the basketball team, like showing me that he was, you know, up in high school, and he wasn't even going to school.
How long did you all stay together?
Until 2000 and, after the birth of my daughter, 2006, November.
You have a child together?
Yes, sir.
So after all the lies, of course, you were in love with him, and you said, all right, ain't nothing I can do now, I'm in love.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I gave birth to my daughter in November of 2006. She was born 3 pounds. I had her early. While I was
She all right?
Yes, she's healthy now.
Good.
While I was in the hospital giving birth to my daughter, the defendant was out cheating. Not even a week after I was out the hospital, I got a phone call from a female asking me who I was.
What relation did she say they had to each other?
She stated that they had been dating for 4 months, and that the defendant was telling her he had his own apartment, but me and the defendant was living together. So both of us put a lot of lies together that he was lying to both of us. So after that, I decided to cut off the relationship. The defendant, he wasn't trying to get a full-time job, go back and get his GED.
He didn't have a high school diploma at all, or GED?
No, sir.
So he wasn't gonna get no full-time job. Did you drop out of school?
Yeah, I dropped
Why?
out. I was into the streets.
Oh, okay. What grade was that?
I didn't even make it to high school.
You still in the streets?
Yes, sir.
You still hustling, huh?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna get locked up. You don't think so? Or if you're lucky, you're gonna get locked up. Otherwise, you're gonna be killed. You're gonna be in the graveyard. Unless you think you're the only one gonna make it.
No, actually, I just started to do something with my life. I just started in 2008, you know what I'm saying? I just started to
So
make
you
a
have
change in
left
my
the
life.
street?
Yeah, I moved from where I was down to Atlanta.
You know, I'm not talking about if you moved off the street. You definitely need to be in school. You don't even know the phrases involved in the street life.
I wasn't saying like that, sir. I was saying like that I moved out of town to better myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, good. Where were you from?
Where I was at. I'm from Buffalo, but I moved in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, good. You were in the streets in Buffalo, and now you've moved away from that environment.
To Atlanta,
all right,
yeah.
but you're gonna have to get a GED or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on that right now. I'm working on that right now.
All right,
trying to get a GED and job.
You're not gonna make it otherwise, and once you get a GED, you're gonna have to get a skilled trade or go to a community college, or I was fortunate enough after I came out of the street and got a GED to test well enough to go to a university. That works better than that street life. They have this prison system waiting on you, and they privatizing the prisons, and when you go to prison, you make $1 a day to build these products that they're selling on the open market, so they putting you in slavery, and they're not forcing you, you're volunteering. Hey, I want to get locked up, I want to work for free because of the man, turned, you know, he won't educate me properly. True. Because of the man, he won't give me jobs in my community. True. But if you demand, if you can deal with the street life, which takes a lot of macho and you have to be tough, then don't turn into a punk when it comes to the man. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
You know, I've been around. I know the game, and I know what brothers on the street say. Yeah. The white man ain't gonna let me, and he don't have no job for me, and he won't let me. And, oh, shut up. I'm talking about what the white man lets you do. You sound like a fool. Get out there and fight if that's what it is. You got my point?
Yeah, I got your point, sir.
Don't let them stop you. Just keep going. Just like when you're on that corner being tough, be tough. in the real world. Is he at least involved in the child's life?
Yes, he's involved, but he's not paying child support.
Yeah, that's clear.
Right. But he's a good father otherwise.
That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. All right, so how do we get around to you loaning him money?
Okay, first the bus ticket. The defendant grandmother died January of this year. The grandmother actually raised him, so I knew that hurt him pretty bad. So I called to check and see how he was doing, and he kept stressing to me that his mom or his grandmother didn't have money to get him back to Buffalo for the funeral. So he asked if I could pay for his bus ticket and he'll repay me.
She offered, Judge.
That's not
Did
true.
you agree to repay?
No, I didn't. I never even asked for the ticket. She offered to pay for my ticket.
Okay, my aunt actually went down to the bus station with me, and I do have a letter stating that over the phone he kept stating he will repay me for it.
Okay, and how do we get to the other monies?
Okay, he found out that his grandmother had left him some money in a will. So after his grandmother died, I guess he felt like he was ready to change his life around. He was telling me he's going to get his GED, his own apartment, you know, try to better himself. So he came over to visit his daughter. He had an apartment guidebook showing me the apartments that he was going to look at. Okay.
I don't understand. If he received monies in the will.
It hadn't came in yet. The will money haven't came in yet. I got my income taxes February 7th. And the defendant asked to borrow $2,500.
Based on the will.
Right.
Did you see the will?
No, sir, I didn't.
That wasn't.
No one's seen that.
You know that wasn't nothing but game. Don't you say no one's seen the will? Because it doesn't exist.
The defendant
Go
was supposed to
ahead.
pay me back 2 weeks later. February 22nd came around. He didn't call me, and I didn't call him. I figured it was, you know, probably an issue with the lawyer. That Monday, I did call him. He didn't return my phone call.
Has he paid you back?
No, sir.
All right, let me hear from you, sir.
Well, she gave me the loan on February 8th of 2008. I did tell her I was going to pay her back out of the will. Some things went wrong in between there with my family, my aunt, and with me. You know what I'm saying? She was my grandmother, head of everything when she took me out the will, me and my father.
Okay.
So I didn't get the money back from that. And I told her that I was going to use the money for an apartment and stuff, but other things ended up happening. And I told her what happened. She ended up flipping out, you know, sending me threats, talking about she had her brothers, you know, come whoop on me and all that crazy stuff.
Your Honor, that's
your
not true.
counterclaim for harassment?
Yes.
So you're telling me you agreed to repay her and you know you still owe her?
Yes, but I told her I was not paying her after she kept harassing me.
I know, but that's no defense to not paying. That's a counterclaim. We're going to conclude that you owe her. Now, the harassment, how has she harassed you?
She would call, keep calling. I had a cell phone. She would call, leave messages, threatening messages. I had to
not
get
true.
my
What
cell
type
phone
of
cut
threats?
off. Talking about she had stabbed me, which she did once before.
She stabbed you?
That's
she
not
did.
true.
Yeah, she did, and
That's
she
not
knows she
true.
did. Then, you know what I'm saying, she'd keep calling. She'd send my MySpace, leave messages, talking about I'm gonna have my brothers and them. You know
You
what
have
I'm saying?
anything from MySpace to prove any of that?
No.
Ma'am,
Because
did
it's
you
not true.
make any threats?
No, Your Honor, I called him. I had one of my girlfriends call him because he wouldn't accept my phone
And
call.
what's your girlfriend? I mean, no one has threatened him.
No,
How often did you call?
every 3 days.
All right.
That's a lie.
Unless you have any evidence to the contrary, sir, I'm going to deny your harassment claim. And he denies the bus ticket. He says it was a gift. And quite frankly, I'm inclined to believe him. Otherwise, he would have lied about everything.
I have a promissory note
For
for,
how
the
much?
$2,500.
So why didn't you have the promissory note include the bus ticket?
Because
Because
at the
what?
At the time, I figured he was going to just repay me back the
No, you're
bus
supposed
ticket
to
at
put,
first.
if you put on here how much he owed you, you would have had both the loan and the bus ticket amount. Once again, I'm going to deny your claim for that, grant you $2,500 for the loan, and sorry to hear about your grandmother. I hope that inspires you to do right, because that's what she would want you to do. That's what helped me turn my life around. My mother died, and around the time I was a troubled youth. And when the doctor told her she had 1 year left, I was in jail at that time. And then I came out, got my GED immediately, and 3 months before she died, I was in college. So she was able to see me turn my life around. But, you know, I believe in spirituality, and you want to Make sure you don't let her down, all right?
All right.
Good luck to you. $2,500.
Thank you, Judge Mathis.